This series of tapes, Psychology versus Theology, were recorded from classes given this year by our Supreme Grand Master, Dr. Malachi York, known to us as Naya Malachi L, our own Pharaoh, umayorkllc. These tapes were released in part so that you may listen and learn the profound facts as taught by the man of this hour. And now, listen to the dynamic teachings of the Supreme Grand Master, Naya Malachi L.
Don't let them trap you on this web. Like she said, where you going to be in the year 2002? That's not our calendar. We ain't no leap years in our calendar. Our calendar would start from one point to the next. I just gave the sisters 2 nights ago, I said in that year. And then they said, see, no earthquake. And 6 months later, there was the massive earthquake. Now one of them called me up and said, I'm sorry. So I can explain, you're forcing me to use your calendar because you don't know our calendar. Once you learn our calendar, all our dates and everything will be totally accurate. As long as we're still depending on the Roman or the Muslim or the Jewish calendar, our dates can't be accurate. And who's holding that back? Me or you? You gotta learn our calendar. You know what I'm saying? Then you know it. Then, believe me, when I get you to that date, I'm not putting in a book for him like my sister said. You're going to put in the book exactly what we're going to do on May 5th, 2009. That's good to you. They have everything in their power to eliminate us. I'm not telling them the real dates. Wake up, y'all. Don't be trying to hold me. Don't have no sense of where I say, Pop, say that, no. I ain't talking about the 2003. That's for him. Don't you, listen, I'll let you know when it's time. And you won't even have to be near me. Some of y'all see me in your dreams now. Hear me talking to you now. I will be right there to tell you, now come home. Be here now. And if you think that the demon don't come, when he's in here, you're going to miss the boat. When I say come, come. I'm lying to myself. I'm making my business to touch certain people. And I'm making my business not to touch certain people. You're going to make an equal contact. If I touch you, I'm lining you up and putting you in with me. So I can get into that equal channel to you. Then if you cut me off because you don't believe it, hey, la comunico con what that means? Yeah, way out there.
Speaking of dreams and visions, I have one.
No, I say the is the key to the door to eternity. They say the key of life from the Rosetta Stone that some of our brothers fabricated to deceive them when they translate the hieroglyphics, which is from the 36 dynasties of mixed people of Egypt. That is Hittites, Phoenicians, and what's the other one? Hittites, Phoenicians, what's the other ones, y'all? Who moved in with us? Who produced the Hyksos dynasties? Hittites, Romans. Hittites, Phoenicians, and Romans with Cleopatra. They mixed in the 36 dynasties and got into our genes. The 36 dynasties that they talk about re-existed back then. Back then, the key, the was always in the hand, like steel with. However, without the line on the bottom, it changes into what's called a sham. It's a round circle with just a line under it, which is really the kudus. You see the kudus? The kudus is that, you see that orange and that red thing. With the writing in it, if you push that together, you get the sham. The ancient symbol that you see all the old priests on the walls in Egypt, they have this thing that's saying, looks like this. Have you all seen this symbol before? Yeah. In ancient Egypt? Yeah. Well, this is the top part of milk. And the condensed cartus, or cartouche, is where you write the name of God. All the pharaohs, as they call it, had their, when you see a cartouche, that round thing here, when you see that, that's a name is recorded in there of a dynasty unknown. The following time is, we're in the time of Osiris again. And you have transferred the power to Osiris to incarnate for us, to be our link back to the Silver Star constellation, and Osiris stands with the belt of Orion. The 3 pyramids of Khufu are set up to realign us with the Orion sky, but that's how we got in here. We got to go back out the same way, then off the Silver Star constellation. So the Ankh, as the key, when they enter the shrine, is the door, the key to open the door from this world into eternity. The physical world is 120 years. and the spiritual world is boundless. So the infinite side is our spiritual, and the finite side is our physical. So we hold the key to the infinite while we walk through the light of the finite. You know what I'm saying? Waiting to open the door, because every man opens the door himself. His what they call ark. His body and his calm, his parts, and his ark takes its essence on that great ship and sails it into the next world. And travels in what they call the Sham in Asia. Right? His name is in his conclusion. And it's locked. When that thing is closed, like a stargate, if you take that Kadush and close it, you get this. And once your name is in the Kadush, you have the women. I don't want to hold it up too long here. You have the square, the circle, and the square outside of it. Once the stargate is locked and the fifth element is in place, then the vortex opens. That's all. It's not as complicated as it sounds. It may sound stupid. Don't believe it. That's what happens. But be in the box. It's a lining up. That's right. And that's called Orion, right, or Kisium, as we call it, is the belt of Osiris. See Osiris, Orion, the O, and the front, which is what they call the earth, the horizontal, and the vertical rising of the sun of Ra, the Shan. They're right. It's a lining for us. That's the way, that's the passage for our elders to get through there. And that's why in the Bible, if you go to any Bible program and bring up the word heaven, you'll see that Jesus never said heaven. He said, our Father who art in Orionis. Right in the Greek in the Bible. But they don't give it in Greek. But you can get a thing called online Bible, or I think it's Lotus Bible program, and go right to the Bible and go to anybody New Testament and go heaven, and you see Orionis in Greek. Jesus literally said, our Father who is in Orionis, talking about Osiris. When Moses spoke about God using his finger to carve into the tablets, he was talking about Tehuti, the god Tehuti, whose short is Fuck. And Moses' name is Moses. Not Moses, not Musa, and not Moshe, but Moses, an Egyptian word meaning drawn from the water. And Moses was initiated into the order of Tahuti, those who were scribes under Amhotep. And the God, again, who wrote the tablet for Moses was the Egyptian deity right over there. That's him. That's called Tahuti, which they call Fuck. And when you combine Moses, you get Thutmose. You see that? That's who that was. It's an Egyptian mystery. Nothing to do with the Bible. All lies. The Torah is an Egyptian book. Taking out the Egyptian book of the day. If you read that book and get out translated, you see that they have taken sections and taken out of it. Yes. Yes. Same up, and it breaks off into many paths. There's going to be 7 vortexes that open up. 5 in the United States alone. You follow? Right, there's 2 others, right? That's only 2 points of the planet. Right? And that's how they're going to, that's how the planet is off its axis. Or the 2 poles. Right, North and South Pole. Because the planet is on a 23-degree axis. What's happening now, the planet is starting to shift again. Because it's moving back in place. Because the, what do they call it? The axis needle, which moves at a 26,000 year cycle, is causing it to wobble. And that's causing all these hurricanes and all these tornadoes and all these floods. The planet is moving back in place. And you have to know where to be on the planet, not to get hurt. And one of the places to be on the planet, on the map, is you can, and I have the map, it's right here. Where the planet shifts, where water is passing. So what's happening here in Egipt, in Kadesh, all of the tornadoes are going right around us during an eye. They're starting beneath us and they're actually starting down near Florida, the Florida coast, moving up towards Georgia, pass through Macon, smash up Macon, spin around Egipt, and they go into Millersville and smash up Millersville and go north. You have to know where Wahani is. Wahani is the name of the ancient city that we went through. That Wahani is the same as inside Shambhala and Agrata. Wahani, the same city. This is above. As above, so below. This is the city above ground. And we have another one beneath us. where we go when it's no longer tolerable on the surface. And we have to know where the openings are on the planet, where we go in as a people. Sounds crazy. We did it before, otherwise we wouldn't be here. If the man says that people and prehistoric animals roam the earth and human beings are evolution of allergies and amoebas that became prehistoric animals, and a bunch of meteorites smashed down and killed everything, and why are you still here? You're not no dinosaur, you're not no frog, you're not no turtle, you're not no, alligator. They're still here because they went beneath the water. Why are you still here? Because you went, that's right, you went down behind waterfalls because you know your masters know the openings. Those are the secrets that they keep. So sacred. Where to go when you can no longer live on the surface of the earth? Is it getting hotter? Are there more earthquakes, tornadoes, floods, diseases? So it comes a time when the family comes before their master, and their master says, let's go. And all those that heed follow the master to safety. And when all clears, we come back surface. Those who don't listen, they die. It's a sad thing, but it's a reality. We're at that point again where the axis is shifting. The Native Americans know it. The Aborigines in Australia know it. The Aborigines right now, they're having, I don't know if you know, they're having uprisings over there too. And they're trying to get all those so-called Caucasians off their sacred land. Because the Aborigines still have their barricades there, most of them, because they were all the way over there from the migration, or what they call oppositions, who went that way long before the Caucasian came and put you on the stuff. They still have their barricades there. There's a lot more going on than you even imagine. They're about to writing a bunch of books that sound heavy. Believe you me, the kids are ready for reality. Yes, sir. I never heard it before. I didn't hear that about it. But we got to be careful when they give us their calendars. Remember, if he said July something, we got to say what calendar, we can get to the person. What calendar was that in? And of which, which dynasty and what's known, meaning what side of the Nile he was on. Because each side of the Nile had their own calendars. You know what I'm saying? You say 2012. We're jumping back into his calendars. I have to teach you your calendar. This may be the first unit of it, 19 by 19B, that's the first unit. I will make it public for you. You follow? He is trying to throw us off. You understand? So his game is, ask Dr. Malachi just exactly when the ships are coming. Now, when I answer you, I have to answer you in his calendar. His calendar is tilted because there's no first. When you tell anybody there's no first, he started on second. That's why he calls the first part of time second and not first. So he took off the first beat and put you in the rest. In music, you have a quarter note and then you have a quarter rest. The fact that he took off the first and called the first point of time in your time a second and not a first, he has you in the absence of space. He has you in limbo time. And you have to keep altering the calendar and keep you in limbo. Let me tell you why. Because if you were monitoring time based on the day you were born to the day you die, would you have to turn your clock back or forward? Don't you still get up in the morning and go to sleep at night? Why would you have a leap year? If you started from March 1st and kept walking through time, you get back around to another March 1st, right? And now it'll be a recycle without any leap year. No 4 days or 5 days jump. If you keep up with the summer winter solstice, with the spring and half, and in the fourth season, with the spring and quarter, you'll have the whole time belt set up. You hear me? That's what I was trying to say in the top full book. Slightly on the time of prayer. We got to put our time zone. We are living in his time zone. And he's not on the note. He's on the rest. That's why he has no body with him. So whenever they bring up dates, they're trying to get you to question me. So that I would say, actually May 5th, 2000. Here's the trick about that. May 5th, 2000. That is a day. Now, are we talking about within the 12 hours or on the other side of the 12 hours? You follow that? When a person gives you a prophecy to date, you still got to come down to the day, which means if we start the drum beat on June 26th at 12 midnight, are we starting from the next year or the same year? If we started at 12 midnight, we are still in the same year unless we get in a certain amount of seconds. We got to get in a half an hour of the last hour, and we got to break that. Then we got to get within a half an hour of the last hour and a half a minute within the last second, as they call it, to get down to exactly at that point. And if it's a vortex and it's based on concise timing, we got to be perfectly on time. And his calendars are not. That's why they have leap years, and they're dropping time and speeding up time and adding seconds. He is trying to throw you off, and with all the information that I'm giving you, he will try to make you find some new thing. And you become blinded by that. See, he told us such and such. What about all the other stuff? You're missing. In other words, with all the Honorable Elijah did, they spoke about sex with the secretary. And the nation of God forgot all the other things he did and started talking about sex with the secretary. And never stopped to think that the Muslim or Islam could have 4 wives anyway. If they were looking for an excuse, the niggas are always looking for an excuse to persecute their own leaders. So if people were waiting for me to make a mistake, and I'm saying, let me give it to you. I can't tell you exactly where we're going to be and exactly what time to be there, because he will be there to stop it. Do you understand that? So don't demand something you really don't want. But base it around everything else I'm telling you, and every prediction and prophecy that comes true, and everything you see. Nobody was talking about no Mars until I started talking about it. Farrakhan didn't even know who El Khidr was until I mentioned El Khidr. You know, pop on a green suit and then say El Khidr. El Khidr is not in the Quran. Where do you get it from? Everybody is watching me. And that's why my daughter wrote that book and called me the man of the hour. Everybody's watching me. They know I know the time. You understand? I know the time. I know the time and I know the place. And I'm not telling them. And I don't need y'all to help them. You understand? Because you're not standing closest to me, this brother here. You're on the outside, so you're taking a chance to miss the boat. So you want me to tell you so you know when to come running there. You don't know that? The day before. No. Yes, the vow? It's on you. Bad. But y'all understand me by that? That's really important. Stop trying to get me to pinpoint for you so he'll know what y'all are going to do. Don't do that to yourself. This is for you. This ain't for him. You got people sitting up in there right now. You got people, a couple of niggas sitting up in there right now working for a white man. Right. And they're sent here to listen to me to find fault and get it back to make a report for him to destroy me. And they're looking at me saying, that's a nigga just like me. But a white guy sent me there to hurt him. To stop them. Because there's some kind of cult. Because they want to commit suicide. Niggas don't commit suicide. Wake up. White folks commit suicide. Jim Jones was white. The people in Heaven's Gate were white. Stop saying they are. We can imagine a white guy on television saying we compare them to Heaven's Gate. So all of a sudden I could be white. After 400 years of me trying to be white, carving my hair and bleaching my skin and everything, I'm never accepted as white. But as soon as it comes down to suicide, I can be compared to a white person who commits suicide, but I can't be compared to a white person who becomes the president. You understand me, y'all? Yeah. Y'all gotta read into that crap. And say, oh, so we could be Heaven's Gate. We could be like a white, or we could be Jim Jones, the white group, but we can't be the Freemasons. And the more science will try to form their own Freemason laws, and the Freemasons stop them. You hear that? Don't fall for that stuff, man. Listen, we already got it going on, y'all. It's already going on. We already got the vibe happening. Don't they understand? Don't let them take this away. It's already working. And when you and you can bet that if an FBI or GBI come in here and listen long enough, homeboy or homegirl is gonna wake up. Right. She's gonna start saying, wait a minute, something happening here. You know how bad they are? They're as bad as you let them be. You understand about that? They are. You don't never see them harassing the Mormons. It's too many. They'll never see them harassing the Jehovah's Witness. There's too many of them. They'll harass them verbally through the media, but it does not affect their fellowship. But the first time they get an article out on a black leader, what happens? Everybody turns against it. The problem is, all the Mormons moved there, and they took over Utah, and became so powerful that they can't touch it. Kellogg's cornflakes that you're eating is produced by the Seventh-day Adventists. They own Kellogg's cornflakes. Kellogg himself is the one who wrote the Urantia book of the Seventh-day Adventists. He broke off from L.G. Dwight, who became the Shepherd's Rod, and formed their own thing. And the Shepherd's Rod is nothing but a short term for two-ball king, a Masonic expression for male. You understand? There's a game going on, and you ain't on the court. Now we're going to make up our mind to keep getting on the court or to our own court. And I'm saying, this my part, we put our own court. We make our own rules and regulations, and we play the game at our pace, at our sense of time. And we already got it going on. It's happening already. Who's out there saved today? How many of you met people from London, Guyana, Trinidad, Jamaica, people from all over the world, and you know about the next trip? There's going to be what? Twice as many. You understand anybody that? The black people in Egipt don't realize they need us. How many people saw the movie Seven Faces of Dr. Lau? Remember that movie? I want y'all to see it again because I know didn't see it. It's about a little Chinaman that comes to a little country or a little western town where a bunch of naive crackers don't like it. And he puts together a newspaper and starts putting out a newspaper about what's going on in the town so that these mixed men are trying to take everything from the townspeople. And he put together a circus, and in the circus he showed each cracker who was trying to hurt the people what they really were. And then the townspeople took control and ran their life in peace. Seven Faces of Dr. Lau song. You probably read it. That's what we look like down here. We came out of nowhere, and like magic, pyramids sprung up, and white people are bugging out. And they're saying the niggas got more schools. They got teachers. They got doctors. We're not a bunch of, not a handful of niggas just came out who's mad. You understand? We got the next few generations in the colleges set up already. We got fraternities spraying up everywhere. We got plans. You know what I mean? They mean success. You follow that? Just the way we're out here preparing the land so that we will have our own. And then we put our own board together down in town. When we want to do something, we pass it. We have to go to no board and ask them their opinions. You understand? That's what they've done. They in our land took over a set of laws that don't even pertain to us. And anything we try to do, they want to block. We keep winning, they keep trying to lose, they keep losing. Anything else? Yeah. You think they hang up on you? Have you been our phone is ringing? Hold it. Because our phones are busy all the time. There's people all over the world. I'm telling you. How many books are the latest books that you finished so far? How many of the new books didn't you finish yet? I mean, you know, it's a figure. You got it all right. There's so much, y'all got so much to catch. I'm so far ahead of y'all right now. In information alone, y'all got so much to catch up on. And people all over the world are calling us. They call us from China because they want to translate the books into Chinese and spread them there. This is the kind of stuff that's happening. They call us from Nigeria. They want to do it in house. They call them Ghana. They want to put it in Bassa. This thing is moving so fast. I mean, it's amazing. I keep my peace of mind in these people. Because I know it will become multi-million population in Rockies. I'm not going to have time to do anything else. So I cherish my free moments at this time. I write, and I get in my car, and I drive in a circle. I go to Mother Lodge, go about top floor, and I laugh, and I go to everybody tell you, look at Kadesh, most of them laughing and joking, and I cut it work. Come out of work. And let's go off the restaurant. Everybody just how I'm understand what I'm saying? As a 52-year-old man, I'm cherishing my last bits of freedom. Because I know that once I get this indigenous thing in place, the rest of my life is going to be hard work constructing a nation every day. I won't have no more free time for my family or my kids or my immediate friends. I have to spend my whole day and night until I die, you know, trying to get this thing in order for y'all, so when I die, y'all die. And y'all got the formula to get the hell out of it. That's important. I can't die without giving you the formula. And I can't give you the formula until I get 24 sincere people. You understand? I don't mean sincere because they say which, you know, their life is, you have a philosophy or policy. For instance, if you're a young man, if you don't have a degree, a high school diploma, you can't get married. You know, you cannot get married unless you have a degree. Not by husband. You're going to have to get a degree in something, even as a homestead course. If you get a degree in eating pizza, but you have a degree in something. We're demanding that you bring your educational level to a certain point so that I know that you can at least understand the books you read. You know what I'm saying? You ain't reading anything but you like. So we have a system, we have a whole thing, so we have a whole thing. And I teach business constantly. I train people in business constantly. I sit down with them and I talk to them about how the business world works, how commerce works, how money works, how industry works, how marketing works, all the time. So I have a group of people. None of these guys around me are dumb. If they're dumb, they won't be here long. That's right. Because that's the only people I can meet. I refuse to give it to Warren in Muhammad, so he can give it to the Egyptians, so he was married to. And that happens. I have sons that I don't talk to. Blood sons that I don't even talk to, or consider my son or daughter, because they're not listening to what I'm saying for this moment. They're going to party or use my name. I'm Dr. Malachi, your son. I'm Dr. Malachi, your son-in-law. I'm so-and-so, so-and-so. And they're using names to chase girls, they're booty chasing. And it's the wrong thing to do for this day and time. And I don't have no time for that. And then, now that 52 years old, you never know when he's going to knock. Yes. No, I teach very often. I teach them things that you cannot find recorded. I give them business strategies that always work. You know what I'm saying? Always work. When people come to me and they say to me, Pops, I got a business idea, and I just laugh. I look at them like, why should I believe you now? You haven't succeeded in business your whole life. Why do you need a brainstorm a day? You know what I'm saying? Every time I give you an idea, and it materializes. A new idea, and it materializes. And I say, let me talk to me, let me find out, let me tell you what you should do. You come and give me a brainstorm, and be like, I just do an office and I laugh. Especially if I go, this is cheap. He's trying to trick me, this is something pretty good there. I just put it aside. And I hope one day that you realize I'm not the person to play games with. And I can leave that do it. I know what I'm doing. I'm not plastic. I'm as real as you can be. I know what I'm doing. You young boys, the young women want to get out of this condition, come over here and sit up under me and let me teach you. You don't stay out there and think you got it figured out. Join people sell cards and computer programming, home math, all those serious crap and braiding people's hair, setting up barbershops. People ain't making pennies. It's bigger than that. It's international commerce. Hospitals, prisons, everything is business. It's international commerce. You want to move out of that bracket, you got to create your own commerce. You got to create your own industry. You got to create your own marketing. Because his is locked. There's no place for you in his system. By the time you get your hands on a good business deal, he already been exploited it in about 6 months. Then he passes the waste down to you. Understand? You have to create new business ideas. You follow that? Not new inventions. So to invent something, you got to pass through him. You need new business ideas which will yield inventions inside you. Things that you do. Right. All the people around Rocky Mountain are what they refer to as American Indians. Whenever you see a stay there, or what they call hollow hair, a lot of people don't know that a trait of American Indian is his hair is hollow. You know what I'm saying about that? Like this top is hollow, your hair is not hollow. It is naturally hollow and it won't curl or wave. The only other place you find that is in Hexion in China. That's their trend. So when you find one of the two birds hanging down, like goatees and all them, those are American Indians. You know what I'm saying? So up in the Smoky Mountain Cherokee Reservation, most of them are American Indians who married Jews and got half white children. Yeah, you're standing on it. This is when we get down here, we find arrowheads all down here, boxes of them. We're living on this is how the spirit of our ancestors are under our feet right now, listening to us as we're talking. And waiting. They've been waiting for us for thousands of years. while we were running around worshiping white Jesuses and Arab Muhammads and Jewish Moseses and everything of them. We made no link to them. Right? Peace in the land. It was true.